This one is interesting. This is an old TV promo for the Yankees back in the early 70s with the young Thurman Munson and a bunch of players. So let's look at this one.
I'm Thurman Munson. We're coming on.
I'm Roy White, and we're coming on.
I'm Fritz Peterson. We're coming on.
I'm John Ellison. We're coming on.
I'm Mel Stottlemyre. We're coming on.
I'm Bobby Mercer. We're coming on.
I'm Ralph Howe, and they better come on.
We're coming on. Are you coming out?
It sounded almost like Steinbrenner at the end. I don't know if he owned the team yet, but yeah, Thurman Munson without any facial hair, you know.
So it's an ad. It's an ad to come to the game.
Come to the ballpark. Yeah, and they're all down in spring training, and I guess when they were interviewing them, because that was the old Fort Lauderdale Stadium, as you can tell by the background.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't even know that.
There, yeah. So that old design, there was when they used to play in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, that's nowhere near Tampa either. That's crazy. Stadium, they moved all the way across the state like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've ever driven from Fort Lauderdale to Tampa. That's not a short drive. That's like a 4-hour probably plus drive. That's far.
A little suggestive. We're coming on.
We're coming on.
Coming on. You coming out?
We're coming on your mom's pits.
Whoa, hey.
Whoa.
And the NY in the hat. So the NY now on the hat, like back, that's the NY they have behind home plate. If you look at the NY now, it's a little more cleaner.
It's a little, it's bold font back then and regular font now is the way to put it.
Right.
That's the way it is. Little thinner.
And you know about Fritz Peterson, right? On the Yankees, his whole story.
I was going to ask about him.
He did the wife swap with one of his teammates.
That's right. They did a documentary about that where they literally just traded.
And they lived happily ever after.
I wonder how the wives felt about that.
I guess they liked it. They were like, "Oh, thank God, I have enough of that guy." So, it sounds like something that would happen in high school, but
me and our buddy Nick, we always talked about trying to pitch a movie based on that, but then somebody made a documentary about it, so obviously we can't do it now.
You probably still could.
I mean, that would be no. You absolutely could not make like a biopic movie about that in the modern day. You think about the premise of that movie. It's like two broed out dudes pre the Me Too movement. Talking about wife swapping. No, that would not. And then actually, the only way you could do it, is if you wrote it like the same beats of a rom-com. You made it like a chick flick, but based around two guys trading wives. That's the only way you could pull that off.
Yeah, it would have to be.
It'd be very funny. It's like a Valentine's Day movie. Yeah,
what was the movie with Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston, The Breakup? That was to me that was like a rom-com. But guys would like it too. So it had, you would have to make it like that. Like it would have to be for everybody as opposed to gearing it towards a female audience, I guess you would say.
That's what I'm saying. If you try to do it towards a female audience, like, no, listen to this great love story where these two guys trade wives. Same beats as the rom-com where you have the grand romantic gesture. You have the part at the beginning where one of them is depressed. Like you have to do the whole, that'd be very funny, actually.
It's weird to see somebody wearing 23 in the Yankees, and it's not Mattingly,
and it's not Donnie. It is. Yeah, there's always room. We watch the old footage of the numbers that were pre-retirement.
Oh, I didn't show you his. I got his autograph when I went to that Yankee Fest.
Oh, did you? Fest. Oh, that's dope.
I got his rookie card signed. I spoke to him for like a brief second. I said, you don't have a lot of time with them, and I said, hey, nice meeting you. And he was, he's very friendly. And I go, I didn't know what to say, and the whole time I'm thinking, like, what should I say to him? And I'm like, don't say that. And I ended up saying it anyway. And I said, I'm sorry to hear about Ricky Henderson, And he's like, oh, man, that was just terrible. Yeah, he was like, you could tell like he was hurt when that happened. So like I was afraid to even mention that because I didn't want to upset him. But he was like, oh, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. And, it was so quick, but I was autographed. So that was cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
All right, cool.